As surely as the sun rises in the morning, the Brazilian Grand Prix packs out the grandstands and creates incredible drama. Title deciders, heartbreak, triumph and home glory. All these and more can be found in abundance here at the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache. Joining me for today's race once again is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk briefly about Kevin Magnussen. What a season they've had. A well-deserved championship victory and the pressure now surely off with the title already in the bag.
I agree it's been a truly impressive season, but championship or no, I don't think they'll be gently cruising around to the finish line. In fact, with points no longer a concern, there's a lot less to risk, so we may even see a more aggressive approach.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. It's Haas in pole position then, and it's Kevin Magnussen in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Ricciardo, Valtteri Bottas, and Ocon, Sainz, Perez, Vettel and Fernando Alonso, Ericsson, Leclerc, Pierre Gasly and Sirotkin, Stroll, Van Dorn, Brendan Hartley and Kimi Raikkonen. Verstappen and Nico Hülkenberg completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do. Trying to cover the inside line off the start. Lower the ERS deployment mode before you hit your deployment limit. Somewhere on the ICE, be aware that we will start to see a loss of power. Race officials have enabled DRS. DRS is now available. fastest lap of the race so far. Good job, nice overtake. Some wear on the MGUK. To manage this, we'll need to lower our ERS deployment mode. The pit window, you'll be on the softs. The energy store is getting worn, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop. Box, we're coming in this lap. Okay, remember to pit this lap. Release. See these tyres through to the end now. Showing small signs of wear, power output will be down. Kevin is in the pits. Is 1.6 seconds. Leading our teammate by 2.9 seconds. This lap of the race. Keep this up. That's a new fastest lap for the race. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. Turbocharger is on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum. We've only got 2 laps of fuel left. This is your final lap of the race. Yes, you've done it. Well done.
Brilliant stuff from Haas today. What a superb victory. Tell me, Ant, what was the key to this success?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
There aren't many teams, you know, as they come out onto the podium now, who could do what Haas have managed to accomplish here. It's hard to believe just how competitive they've already become. An amazing victory. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I think it's got to be Kimi Räikkönen. He's not always spectacular, but he quietly gets the job done. And that's the case today.
The Constructors' title may already be decided, but meanwhile, good work from Force India this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. Was there really any competition for you today? Everything went your way today. It looked like you had a really good strategy for the race. Do you think your rival learned from his battle with you? What do you think made the difference between this weekend and last weekend? Great! Well, that's everything.
Fantastic podium, well done. Keep pushing like this for the rest of the season. We've received invitations to new historic events. You'll be able to choose whether or not to participate before the end of this weekend. Remember to select a driver that you consider your rival from the rivalry screen on the workstation. Performing well against your rival can earn you respect and better terms when it comes to our contract reviews.
What do you think of this one? Okay, we had the new parts come through from the factory. We'll get them on the car ahead of FP1.